Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle big time.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Misses the three. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton, and Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, look, you guys can run with Johnson in the open court.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shannon. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Murray for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Pass to Rizachet. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Shannon. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Johnson. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Great defense from Jackson Jr. He's a former league leader in blocks.
It's stolen by Kongwu. Halliburton outside. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Halliburton. Outside Johnson. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Jackson. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And coach, with Okongwu adding a three to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Dallas. To the inside. It's stolen. In transition. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, quick reaction by Jackson Jr. He sees what's happening and gets out in transition to support the play.
Hawks trip by 3. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Rizachet. Looking to end the run. And Atlanta misses again. more left to play in the first. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Pass to Okongwu. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Shannon. Shoots over Halliburton. Intercepted. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Outside Murray. Ayton inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Here's Shannon. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Pass to Rizachet. From behind the arc. No luck on that one. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Dallas on top, leading by just 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on it.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
Well, I like it whenever Capella goes up strong inside because it sometimes forces defenses to compromise.
For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker, and then he doesn't force things offensively, and that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. And so it's Dallas with it, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards. Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running. After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Dillingham. And he makes it on the layup.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Now Jones. Nance the screen. Pass to Capella. And here's Mann. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Count that one. Capella's got his second basket on the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interiors.
Nance with it. James with a steal. To the middle. Here's Washington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside band. 4 on the clock. Jones from outside. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Good awareness on Ayton's part, spotting the open teammate.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Krejci. Back to Jones. And a missed layup. The Mavericks lead by 3. The leaner. The shot by James, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And stolen by Jackson. James, left side. 1:03 left in the first half. Rebound Atlanta.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Capella. Here's Krejci. To get back on track. And Ayton pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Dillingham. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the second free throw. Here's Shannon. Takes it inside. And he can't get that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Mavericks on top, leading by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside Murray. Pass to Ayton. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department. And then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding. Johnson with a smooth jumper from that corner.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. 3-point lead. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Back to Aiden. Good D by Kangwoo. Here's Atlanta with the ball. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Halliburton. Pass to Daniels. For the tie. They get it again. On the wing, Daniels. And it's all tied up. Daniels has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And a foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Mavericks with possession here. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
13 foul.
Murray scanning the floor to the middle.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Halliburton misses. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Shannon. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Shannon's got 6 here in the quarter.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Johnson. Ooh, stolen by Murray. With the drive. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, when Murray is passing the ball to his teammates, they are at their best.
Halliburton outside. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Exum outside. A minute and a half left to play in the 3rd quarter here. Pass to Murray. Here's Shannon. Just 5 on the clock. Shakes him. There's the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Halliburton with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Okongwu has the open look. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Okongwu's got 9.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Shannon. He's got 14. 8, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside Johnson. Here's Halliburton. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, tenacious stuff from Halliburton. Making his shot while absorbing a foul.
27 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dillingham. He's got 6. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
They are uncautious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Hawks. To take the lead. It's hauled in by Exum. And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Jackson. The rebound by Atlanta. Ooh, poked away. Here's Dillingham. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Rizachet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Yes, solid inside play by Aiden, staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
He hits the second from the line.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Atlanta leading by 4. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Halliburton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. The three from Rizachet. And Aiden pulls it down.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The Hawks leading. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Rizachet. Halliburton outside. Now here's a Kongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton surveys the floor. Basket's good. Halliburton's got 6 in the quarter.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Here's Dillingham. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Johnson.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for Dallas.
And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. 4-3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Johnson with a bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Shannon. The shot won't fall. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Johnson. And it's in.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I... Wow!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Dillingham with the rebound.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Pass to Rizachet. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his third foul of the game. Halliburton with the ball. Here's Johnson. Money.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And a three would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that. It's all about getting a three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard